This is a warm-up that I love for those times where you're feeling like you've got some pent-up emotion. And this could be you had a frustrating day at work. It could be that you're frustrated with your horse. It could be this kind of nervous energy. But this riding warm-up is going to be a lot more dynamic movement. It's going to be a lot more movement that's going to really help you expel some of that excess energy, but this can also be really good for bringing your energy level up. Sometimes when we are feeling a little bit stuck in an emotion or we just feel like it's got a hold on us, the more that we can move, the more that we can let it go, and we can come into a place where we have plenty of energy and plenty of awareness for what's going on with us and our horse, but we aren't at the place where we're feeling anxious or we're feeling frustrated or we're having to kind of fight down, feeling a little bit angry. So I think that you'll really enjoy this more dynamic, movement-based riding warm-up. Okay, so here's what we're going to start. We're going to start with doing 20 jumping jacks together. Now with all of these, you can always modify. So if you don't feel comfortable doing a full jumping jack, you can at the end, or if you get tired partway through, just keep the motion going with your arms, all right? But let's see if we can do the full jumping jacks together. Okay, I'm going to count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now we're going to do some side stretches. So I want you to reach up, and as you reach, you're going to be pointing your toe so that you're really stretching all the way through your side. And think about taking your arm like over your head by your ear. That really helps just get a better side stretch. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back into another 20 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Back to the side stretches. You can really feel yourself breathe as you do these. Good. Stretch out your leg too by really pointing that toe. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more set. 20 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a little faster, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? Side stretches. You should feel your heart rate going. That's part of this. Get yourself moving. As you push your body a little bit more and your heart rate goes up, you have to start breathing. It could be really good when we're a little stuck and not breathing real well, beyond just thinking about breathing, is push yourself into some movement that gets you breathing. Okay, now we're going to do something that is really, really good for letting go of unwanted emotion, letting go of stress. And we're going to do shaking. So now I want you to just let yourself shake. Let your arms shake, let your knees go back and forth, feet generally in one place, about hip width apart. You can keep your eyes open. If you like to kind of go a little more internal and really feel what's happening in your body, you can close your eyes. I often like to close my eyes doing these kinds of stationary movement. So just shake, shake, shake. Okay, now we're going to go into a little bit more of a bounce. So instead of alternating knees, just think about bouncing on your feet. You should feel the bounce coming all the way up through your shoulders. Let your arms hang. So let the movement come all the way through your body. Like you're kind of pushing off the ground with your feet to create this bounce. And then it's coming all the way up through your knees, your hips, your spine, shoulders, your arms, your fingers. Should feel it, your jaw, a little movement, soft movement in your jaw. Keep bouncing. Okay, now we're gonna go into a little bit of a twist. So keep this bounce, but now add a little side to side twist. Keep bouncing. Keep going. Now just back to bouncing in place. Now let your weight shift a little bit, one foot to the other, but keep the bounce. Keep shaking. Now add a little bit, you might kind of lift your arms, shaking out your wrists. Keep going, a little side to side. Start going into wherever your body wants to move and shake. More movement in your hips, extra movement in your arms. Keep going, keep going. Keep shaking. Okay, now exhale, come to standing, close your eyes, and just feel your body. Feel where your energy is. Feel what's happening with your breathing. Feel your alignment. Feel yourself balanced over your feet. Feel where your body just finds exactly where your alignment is, that it's the easiest to stand without using extra tension, extra effort through your muscles, where you just stand and the stacking of your bones and gravity does that work for you, keeping you upright. Few big inhales and exhales. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. So not only did we do some really active movement that got you breathing and got you moving, but the shaking is really, really interesting, because shaking is something that animals use to release stress and actually to release trauma. When an animal has been in a really traumatic situation, they will do a big whole body shake. And it's believed and actually known through research that shaking and that movement is part of the body's natural trauma release system. So even by doing something like this, it's not only the movement, but it's also the effect that it has on our nervous system that makes it so effective in letting go of old feelings. And this is the really cool thing about any of these movements, any of these exercises that we do together. They have such physical benefits, but they all have such great mental benefits as well. And this is something that you can do in its entirety. You can spend as much time as you need doing these. You can do this several times, go back into your jumping jacks and then do another shaking session until you really feel that you have moved through whatever it is that you needed to release, whatever excess energy needed to be released, or whatever tension needed to be released, so that you can feel like you have enough energy to go out to be present with your horse and to have a great ride. But you can also do this in just a moment. You could just spend a moment and go, and use that as a little reset to bring you back into where you need to be the best for your horse. And that's why we're here, why we're doing these exercises. So now go out and have a great ride.